Okay, you all know the deal, so let's just jump into it. So you all remember the interview that Priscilia did a few days ago, and I remember this specific part where she talked about government of Tanzania and of course Nigeria had to adjust a visa regulation, the flight direct from Nigeria to Tanzania, and of course the tourism that seemingly went up, okay? After JUX and Priscilia got married, of course, that also landed them. The airline Brandil, the Tanzanian airline, of course, all that happened after the wedding. If you still doubt that, maybe this video right here will change your mind, especially after the Ikweji challenge, y'all. So let me play you this video first of all, y'all.
I just entered Tanzania. I've been asking them, what does Ikweji mean? Nobody wants to answer. I told one woman at the airport, one of the staff, I said, Ikweji, one guy changed hand for me. Hey, don't you know she's married? I'm asking somebody else, what does Ikweji mean? They are saying I should ask some. Hey, I say, I beg, what does Ikweji?
So the guy in question is a Nigerian content creator. I've seen him around on social media. And of course, you all saw that he came to TZ. And of course, at the airport, he was asking about Ikweji. What's the meaning of Ikweji? You all know that that has been mainly part of the conversation since this song came out, or rather, since JUX did that Ikweji challenge, Joy challenge. Of course, you all know that that is the name of the song. And it's going viral. So with that being said, that got to show you the type of influence that Priscilia came with from Nigeria that is causing all this thing to happen, of course. I don't think if that marriage was there, there would be a Nigerian coming to Tanzania and asking somebody at the airport, do you know the meaning of Ikweji? That got to show you the grace that this daughter of Yabo is coming with in TZ, and I hope that they actually acknowledge that sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't, we go grab it. Anyway, so apart from that, okay, the interview continued to go viral, and of course today, let's uncover, or rather, I'm going to read you some of the comments of when Priscilia talked about how TZ people called, or rather used to say that JUX is impotent. He can't probably have a baby. That's why he's been on relationships. And things got worse when one of JUX's ex actually got in a relationship and ended up having 2 babies. The interview that JUX did with Wasafi, before I talk about that interview that Priscilia did, JUX talked about it and how he used to get pressure. He also clarified that the pressure wasn't coming from his mother, okay? His mother was cool, you know, waiting for the God's timing and the perfect woman, because his mother, he said that his mother trusts him, right? So it was more of social media people, and of course seeing that he had friends who, you know, had baby mamas and not just multiple baby mamas, wasn't helping the situation.
Even in his country, they were always saying that, oh, he cannot have a baby, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. They didn't know he was very ready.
So they thought maybe he was impotent because he hadn't had a baby.
Exactly.
Like other musicians.
Exactly. They were even saying it was like like it was surrogacy or implanted or something, because of, you know, his friends have had babies and everything. They're like, why is it different? Because obviously he's been in past relationship. Yeah. So they were like, there were questions, but he knew when it was time.
It's just something that is hidden because...
Yeah. And I think, okay, thank God Priscilia got pregnant immediately after the wedding, honey. See how God works in miraculous ways. Because I can assure you that if by now, okay, 1 year in the marriage, because you'll know that after 1 or 2 years is when a couple think about, you know, getting pregnant, they would have already started talking. You know what I'm saying? They would have already started saying that, you see, it ain't happening. But the fact that it happened so fast, they still had to make up a story.
Okay, for your husband to be an artist, a popular artist, with friends who are artists, and not to have had any baby mama drama. That's a disciplined man.
Exactly, that's it.
So he knew what he was looking for.
He knew what he wanted.
And when he saw it,
Yes. Because at the end of the day, you can roll with some certain people and not be like them.
You're focused on your focus.
Exactly. Because I'm like that.
Because as this information is coming out, more and more Nigerians are learning about who Juma Jux actually is, because I'm sure a lot of them just knew about him and the wedding and the fact that he's a musician, but they never knew these parts of him. The fact that he intentionally did not want to have babies outside the wedlock. He has talked about it a lot of times. Usually, it is the woman to determine when they want to have a baby, but as you can see, even men, okay, can do it. And ladies, stop trusting them when they tell you that they be having allergy when they use wrappers, okay? So I'm going to read you some of the comments, the very interesting ones, on the guy's page on Instagram. One person said, it's funny that doing the right thing get people questioning your ability to father a child. Is having a child before wedlock the norm or the exception? People have their priority all mixed up. You all know that most of these men, okay, they don't really care. You know, they put it's up to a woman to make sure that they don't get pregnant. Even without using the protection, they will still leave it up to the woman. Another person said, some baby mamas or baby fathers don't understand that there are people who prefer to have children in marriage, not outside of it. And if eventually divorced, it's a different story. Okay? Okay, another person said, hold on, because there were so many comments there. Okay? Let me try and do the editing. Another person said, Jux is a great guy. Hold on. Another one said, good name is needed better than riches. This is the definition. No human is perfect, but Jux takes the flowers. We are so proud of you, Jux. As you can see, a lot of people actually were happy that this is exactly what he wanted, and things ended up working exactly how they wanted it to happen. I'm just saying, can you imagine if Jux have multiple baby mamas in the way these teasy blogs are very messy? Hey. Things could have been so hard on Priscilia. Oh my goodness. And you can imagine if them baby mamas were messy too and always problematic and always, I don't even think Iyabo could have allowed her daughter to be in a relationship, leave her own marriage, to be in a relationship with someone who had multiple baby mamas, even one baby mama that is, sorry. Tell me how y'all feel about it down in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Follow me on IG at Rizzy_radio. And of course, keep it classy. Stay Mrs. Human Next on Cha.